There's a TikTok influencer
He killed himself because of the
Like,
pressure. He was
live,
accused of
live.
things that he didn't do.
Right, here we go. KSI. Here we go. Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think it was rigged.
No,
it was rigged.
come
You
on.
think it was
Thomas.
rigged?
It was rigged. Did you not see the scorecard? I was saying, right, this is a shout out, right? This is going out, right? I want to see John Devlin, right, versus
KSI.
William Thompson. If you have tits and a big ass, that's how you get in.
Right, you need to go out and get a big ass to make sense.
Yeah, if you have big tits and a big ass and you have a long curly hair, then you'll get famous. That's all you need, apparently.
Well, I'll tell you that because there's lots of good-looking women out there who are now famous.
Turd.
so Jen is shit, Jenny is shit.
I was just about to unpack that, so you got right to it. So, what's the controversy there with these?
Right, I'm just sort of saying this, right? So I used to work with Getty on a video project.
Getty is the blonde one.
Yes.
You want the quiet life. He sounds like he wants the quiet life.
Yeah, no drama.
Even though in the past 2 years we were out drinking every night,
Yeah,
picking
well,
up girls.
That's the thing. You know, it's,
Your
things
passion's
change. Things change.
Yeah.
Things change.
Yeah,
I
you don't have to get drunk to have a good time. You can have literally a glass of the.
No, is this not social? Having a coffee?
Try walking 5 hours to Bangor.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's like, why would you want to walk when you're like, when you've had it?
You can walk by more
Oh, yeah.
banger. All right, everyone. So we're sitting down with the Virtual Party podcast with Thomas and George. You'll see them on
All right.
TikTok. I mean, I don't know what your content schedule is. It seems very random.
Yeah, it's very random. Like obviously your podcast, I'm guessing it's a weekly thing.
I try to be
Yeah.
weekly, but you know, like with shoots in
Yeah.
the weekend and things coming up, it's like if I can do it in the weekend, I will.
Yeah.
If I can't, I'll do it the
Yeah.
following weekend
That's
or whatever.
kind of like the way we originally had it. We originally had we were going to be like a monthly sort of content upload, but then with the video business and all that sort of stuff, you never had the time. Like the podcast is on pay, so like it's almost just like
Yeah.
a spur of the moment sort of
Yeah.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
If we have the free time, yeah, we'll edit it together. But
Yeah.
obviously the main goal is the videography business. So you know.
Yeah. I mean, for me, so I tried to park my car outside of here because
Yeah.
obviously you can see there's a lot of equipment around you, and I was like, right, I'll offload and try and get it
Yeah.
in here. The parking warden eyed me up straight away. Here's me, I'm not getting a 45 pound fine for, like you said, an unpaid podcast.
yeah.
Like as much as a little personal brand.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, had to put this massive big satchel on and
Yeah.
walk over here. I felt like I was in the army. Mate. I was like, but yeah, some of the trials and tribulations of having to do content
Yeah,
like
that's
this,
it.
you know.
You have to
Like,
sacrifice.
for example, just so the people know, and I apologise on camera, you ended up going to my home in
Yep.
Carrickfergus,
right.
and now we're in Belfast.
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, it was
Well, here we got a good train trip.
good workout.
Yeah.
Good workout. Yeah.
I saw your story where you're like, yeah, just
we're
going
gonna
down, and then I heard him say Carrickfergus. He's me, whoa, what's going on here? George is gonna shit herself. He's walking. Hello, where's
Yeah.
George?
But, oh well. It was good fun. It was good.
Oh, well, it was a fun train
I
ride.
think it was that your first time in Carrickfergus.
Oh no, I've been
No,
plenty.
he's
I've
been
been
there
plenty.
before.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah,
we did a video shoot there.
I've been. My favorite restaurant there is Papa John, Brown.
Papa's Brown,
Yeah.
Papa
Yeah.
Brown's, yeah.
Papa Brown's, yeah, it's a good restaurant.
And then we did video for. Do you know Creed?
Yes.
Yeah, we did video
Yeah.
for them
Oh yeah.
How long ago
It
was
a long
that?
time ago.
during COVID.
Oh, during COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like Creed. Creed's like the main coffee shop in Carrick, so it
Yeah,
is.
so we did video for them because they did. They had an opening in Larne for their. It was like a coffee shop in the morning, and then in the evening it was a pizzeria.
A pizza place? Is that still going?
Yeah, still going.
Is it
So
still going?
They want us to film a video for their new sort of like pizza thing that was going on. So yeah.
I actually think I saw that video.
Yeah,
did
did
they share it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw it. I didn't know that was by you. Did
Yeah,
you share it?
yeah, we done that.
Did you share it at the time?
Do we share it? Yes, we of course
I
we
can't
shared
even
it.
remember you sharing that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember seeing it on Creed.
Yeah.
But didn't see that you were sharing it.
It was like bring your own like wine and all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, right. So obviously, just so people know,
Right.
you're a videographer,
videographer.
very much in the video business,
Yep.
something that we can relate with.
Yep.
George, what do you do with yourself? apart from selling Pokemon cards, as you were telling me
Yeah,
off
yeah,
camera.
And going to Limelight and Edinburgh.
No, I don't. Oh, here we go.
Here we
No, I
go.
don't it.
Here we go.
Well, I would tag along with him in video jobs, second camera. It's good fun. It's good
Yeah.
fun getting out there.
You do also script writing as well on the side.
Yes, we would come up with ideas for short films, and one of our short films actually won an award there.
Congrats,
comedy
boys,
short
congrats.
film,
Yeah.
So that's what I enjoy doing
Yeah,
that and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I do have a job on the side anyway. So
He does. What do you do? You
Uh,
work with your.
yeah, administration and all that. And
Admin.
Yeah.
Admin, and then a
So
carer as well.
scripting and admin are two different worlds, right there.
Oh,
One's
yeah.
creative and one is not creative.
Yeah, that's right. One's just like sitting, clicking, scanning. As you go through the motions.
Yeah.
But with creative ideas, you just sometimes, it's funny. We came up with our Infected series, our zombie series. We came
Just on a random walk.
Yeah, on a random walk, and we also came up with an episode idea, getting food in Eason's.
What?
Eason's?
Eason's.
Is Easton still alive?
No,
Is that
it's-
still
no,
going?
it's-
Well,
Yeah.
it was back then.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, in Eason's we had lunch, and we came up with an episode of Infected, episode 4, season 1.
No, that was in Titanic Quarter.
No, it wasn't.
Titanic
that
Quarter.
was another episode, but
That episode 4, the police.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was in
no,
Eason's.
no,
and
it
then
wasn't.
we did more writing. In
Oh,
Titanic,
okay,
so,
fair enough.
so
Okay.
things just appear,
yeah.
just
So, if you could wave a magic wand and
Yes.
be like, I want to do this
Right.
the rest of my life, what would you do?
Oh, that's interesting.
Choose your words wisely.
Yeah, I know. Probably sell more cards. Because
Why?
I think, well, I don't know. It's fun. It's fun.
And also, it's lazy.
It's fun. Yeah, well, I don't know about that. It's fun buying something that
You
you're.
literally just sit in your ass and just tap the phone. There you go.
Yeah, but it's fun buying something that you enjoy
Right, okay.
and getting money off that, investing.
Okay.
But I haven't made enough anywhere near for that to
So,
be a living.
and if you could wave a magic wand and say, I want to do this forever, it would be trading. It would be trading cards.
Yeah, and also doing the videos with him, second camera, behind the scenes, that kind of thing.
So
But-
you're telling me, you're full of shit. You're telling me if you had a magic wand to wave, you'd want the second camera Thomas.
Well,
Because he's a lazy asshole.
No,
he's
no,
a
no,
lazy
no, no,
asshole.
No, right.
Right,
I'm
see, I'm
thinking-
just going to tell you this, right?
No.
We were there for that theatre production, right? I literally set up the camera. I set the tripod up, set the camera, set the settings. I was like, George, just press the button. He pressed the button, and I just saw him from the corner of my eye. I was downstage. He was upstage. On the corner of my eye, he sat on his phone playing Pokemon
Well, I mean, no, like,
instead of monitoring the camera.
I was thinking with your question more of maybe realistic.
Doesn't need to be realistic. Doesn't need to be fun. What's the point in having a magic
Yeah.
wand?
Well, that's true.
You're
That's
supposed to
true.
be creative.
If you had a magic wand, boom, I can do
Yeah.
this thing. I can change this about my life.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Wow, that's a good question. It is a good question. It is a good question.
George. George.
I probably just would create video games, create something like that, create a story that's doing so well that it's profitable.
So-
something like that. As in a job,
So when you're saying create video games, create something that's profitable, you would like to start maybe a franchise. Like
Yeah.
Pokemon's a
Yeah,
franchise.
pretty much,
Like
pretty
basically
much, yeah.
a universe.
Yeah. Or get bigger in social media.
I would
that'd be-
just
So content creation
Yes,
and be
content
like an
creation,
influencer.
Yeah.
That's the easy life.
Well,
Well, we're getting there with the coffee stuff.
no, we have been recognized
Yeah,
a few
we
times,
Uh-huh.
were.
which is a good boost,
Yeah,
but
maybe not.
it's
in the
not
right-
it's not anywhere near
No.
that level.
Do you reckon you can handle the mental psyche part? Because I'm going to tell you something that happened to me recently, and it really affected. I wouldn't say it really affected my mental psyche, but it affected almost like my self-image of myself to other people. Now I know people can think you're a dick and all that, and everyone at some stage someone's
What
going,
do
he's a
people think
cunt
about you, George?
or he's a cunt. But do you think that if say you had the millions of people watching you, where they pick you apart every single video, and you'll see people that you know put you down?
Yeah.
Do you think you can handle that?
Right. Well,
Me, I'm just going to start off and say no. I have dealt with depression and anxiety for a lot of my life, and stuff like that just really ticks me off. So does, and I just don't want to add to the added pressure. Even just earlier about the whole issue with the fire alarm going off. It's just I just didn't want to deal with that bullshit. And there was stuff recently. What was it? It was with there was other people in our friend group who had achieved stuff that we didn't achieve and stuff like that. And I got pissed off and all that sort of stuff. So it's you don't want to deal with that. So I try and stay away from the whole stressful side of things.
no,
As
well,
much as possible.
I'm glad you asked about that because social media it's a jungle.
Even yesterday we saw on TikTok there was
Yeah, there
a
was
TikTok
a guy
there was a TikTok influencer
who killed himself because of the
on
pressure he was
live-
accused
on
of
live.
things that he didn't do. And this is, I feel like yes, you do need a break from
Yeah.
social media. It's not it's a good thing to get yourself out there and get other people's businesses publicity. It's brilliant. Social media is such a good thing, but
it
it can be very toxic.
yeah.
And you do need to take your breaks. That's why I feel you need to take your breaks.
So I think you skated around the answer a wee bit. Both of you did, to be fair now, because you're saying one thing but doing another thing, because you're saying I couldn't handle it, but then you're also flat out making content.
Yeah, look, I would no, but I'm saying like I'd rather stay behind the camera and make the content and not put myself out there. Now, obviously, we have put ourselves out there with the podcast, and obviously, it has been up and down.
Right.
But
You got 3 cameras, are you right now?
But what I'm saying is like I'd rather for the rest of my life stay behind the camera than in front of the camera.
Yeah, more like a director.
Yeah, because because then you have this whole people recognizing you in the streets, and I already don't like it. Like I've been recognized from.
Well, the thing with me is I enjoy that.
Because he has a big ego, that's why.
No, I enjoy that part.
He has an ego.
But I take it from two ways. Like,
in the
I
woman
enjoy
way.
that. Oh, right, I enjoy that. I enjoy the tension and all. But I also enjoy behind the scenes with creative ideas and all.
Yeah.
That being said, I think if it got to a point where it was like we did get millions or whatever, hundreds of thousands viewers and all that, I think it would be hard to handle.
Yeah.
Because he struggles if someone leaves a negative comment with a video, just one comment, he gets depressed. Yeah. I don't even look at it. I actually reply with like a laughing face, or I reply saying I love you if someone said F off or whatever. So I don't let that part get to me. I think it's just the whole social media thing. Sometimes you get overwhelmed seeing all these posts and you just I need to leave that for a day.
Yeah. So I think that with social media, you are right there. You are right. It has so much good. There is like like for example,
like even our jobs. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing if it wasn't for social media. If you think about it, with video.
Well, it'd be a lot harder. It'd be a lot higher a barrier of entry right there because where would you put your work?
I know exactly.
Your work would have to go on the big screen or something, or TV.
Even that is difficult.
And it was all gatekept.
But that's difficult as it is. Getting yourself on TV, like putting stuff.
Probably easier these days.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No. Like we can literally record something on our phone right now and post it on the Facebook or Instagram or TV. Yeah, but I'm saying that's how easier it is for social media, making content for social media than TV. You have to pitch your idea to a TV station, all that sort of shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's like I said. There's less gatekeeping. It's just like let me go do my own thing. Yeah. But no, I think social media is one of them things where. Because you're putting yourself on blast, and I struggled with this recently because there's a bit of controversy that I'll get into, and I can say things satirically, and some people who don't know me will take that very literally, like I'm attacking them, and it's like no, it was kind of like a bit of a character and a bit of comedy behind it, but. There's no such thing as comedy on the internet. They'll just take it straight out there and want to fucking destroy you.
Welcome to the Further Party podcast.
We've had issues.
Like where whenever we make a joke and we don't actually mean what we're saying, and all of a sudden it's taken the wrong way. And
people accuse you of things, and that can get
like
very
even some of our past guests, but we're not going to name names.
But get very difficult.
Well, I'll tell you my recent controversy, and they'll probably end up watching this year video. So. I went there was like a little shopping centre in Carrickfergus called the De Courcy Centre. Have you seen the video? I think you've seen the video. Have you ever been in there?
Oh yes, I've been in there. Yes, that has the skate shop.
Yeah, the skate shop.
Yeah, because remember there was the Spend Local in Carrickfergus.
Oh yes,
during lockdown I did like that.
Oh yeah, whenever I popped your man, who was he called?
I know, because I think it was you who gave me his contact details.
Yeah. So. Essentially, I done a bit of a satirical thing around like marketing and how the high street's dying. Yeah. So initially we went around with a mic and we tried to get people to say if they shop more online or more in person. Everyone ran away from the camera, and I was like, right, okay, we'll have to do something differently. So we were in this shopping center and we're like, right, well, we'll just talk about how like shopping centers and like the high street is dying and there's not that many people there, and just basically a way for people to wake up and be like, I need to be more online, have more of an online presence because I run a marketing company. So I put this up, right? And oh my goodness, did people want to destroy me for putting down this shopping center?
The video wasn't too bad.
It was taken very literally. Yeah. When it was meant to be, there was meant to be a little bit of satirical comedy there. Yeah. Like I'm not, for example, when I said the median age is 80 in this place, that was a bit of a joke.
Yeah, it was joke.
It was a bit of a joke.
Because considering in your video there was video walking down the mall.
Yeah, but then the people started saying that I was using them for gain, and I'm like, I was recording myself, and they were behind me.
Yeah, you're not actually intentionally getting them in the camera. Their focus was on you.
But then I was getting called ageist, and I'm like, what the? I've
you and Emily all over again.
I've got a granny. I love her. I'm not ageist. And I love Carrickfergus. I come from there. Yeah. I come from a council estate. Like, I'm not against the people, but all these people started attacking me personally. Not about the video. It started going into more personal things about how I'm a cunt and how I had a failed business there and what else was there? Loads of other things. They were going right in on me.
Well, tell me this. How did you?
My outfit was groovy as well. I was dressed like a gyp. And all these other things. I'm sitting there going, yous are all going to preach mental health 2 days before and then go. And I made a video that, okay, might have hurt your feelings. And I still stand by that the coaching centre in Carrickfergus needs an update.
It does need it. It's like Consular.
It's a lot of places. You can even say, what do you call that one over in West Belfast there?
Oh, Kennedy?
Oh, yeah.
Not Kennedy. But it needs it as well to be fair. Park Centre.
Yeah, Park Centre.
A lot of the shopping malls in Northern Ireland in general all need a revamp.
Yes,
they all need a revamp. So it wasn't like I was trying to attack these people, but I had 30 people or 30, 40 people all comment mean things about me. And I sat there going, so initially I was like, I gave my response like, look, didn't mean to be full on with this, but I do stand by what I said. Yeah. If you want to debate me, we'll have a debate. And then it went into more personal things. And I started getting really riled up because my friends are like, you can't let people like say these things. And
that's like me. Yeah.
And then I kind of fed into it. I fed into people having a go at me. And it's like, in reality, I'm just a guy from Carrick just trying to live my life.
Exactly.
I'm not out here like rallying up everyone to burn the old people. You know what I mean? But that's how I felt. I felt like I was rallying up old people to burn them alive.
And this is the other thing with social media. Well, actually, not just social media. Today's climate. Okay, so
with the are we going into the whole bullshit agendas?
There's agendas, but I won't get in.
I'm going to go into it. I don't give a shit.
What I will say is, I like watching old television, like 70s, 60s, 50s.
Talk about that TV show you keep on talking about?
Well, I don't know which one you're talking about.
About the neighbours.
Oh yeah, that's good. But anyway, right. Okay. I like watching comedians like Don Rickles. I don't know if you heard of him. He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. Now he does. if you showed that to
like a damn person.
Yeah, or I don't know, just politically correct people today, they'd be like, "This is the most racist, this is the most discrimination thing I've ever seen." But he was a comedian back then. It was love, and it's like
he made fun of Jews and everybody.
Yeah, he was a Jew himself, and he made fun, this is the thing. You can't say anything without getting, blasted for it. That's the big problem. That's
the thing with the podcast as well.
People can't make jokes about themselves either, and it's very difficult.
It's like the podcast as well. Our podcast, like we don't take it too seriously. Like we joke around the thing, and then of course we get accused of shit and all that sort of stuff. Like even I'm not going to name, but like even one of our guests, like we were going on fine with them and all that sort of stuff. And now all of a sudden we say one thing, and all of a sudden we're accused of bullshit. You can't say anything these days.
Look, I think it's good to have dialogue. If you disagree with me or anything that I do, I am more than happy, camera or no camera, to have a debate.
Do you know why? It's opinions. Yes. We can all have our own different opinions about stuff. It just doesn't mean that we're going to act on those opinions. Say, for example, I'm just going to say, quote unquote, I hate this person or that person. Also, I don't mean it. I'll give you a reason why I hate that person, and then we can debate about it. But it's like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
But you know what's funny, right? And I was trying to explain this the other day to my girlfriend, and it was around how people form opinions, right? Mm-hmm. So most people form opinions on very little evidence or very little discovery. Yeah. It's like if I see one video of you and you say something that annoys me, I now think that you're a fucking cunt. Yeah. And everyone I speak to about you now thinks you're a fucking cunt because I'm telling them you're a cunt. Yeah. And then I end up watching everything that you've ever done going, I actually really get on with that guy. Yeah. Exactly. But now I have formed my initial opinion. I will hold that initial opinion in front of everyone, a whole face until the end. And that's how most people form an opinion. And it's like you don't even, you've got one little fact and you've now spread me as whatever, misogynist or whatever.
I wonder why people call you the mentor then.
Oh, I don't know.
Here we go.
But look, anybody who it got me down. Right? I'm not gonna lie. I'm quite mentally resilient. Quite like fuck you, whatever. So chat to me. But when I started seeing people that I would see in the street having a crack at me, I thought, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm out here. I'm trying. I've got a daughter. I've got a family. I'm trying to better myself.
They don't know you personally. That's the thing. Yeah.
Well, they might see me. They might see me and go, "Oh, who's he think he is?" And I'm like, I'm out here. Like, am I attacking you? No. Okay. The Corsi Centre in Carrickfergus has some great shops in it, but I was just talking in general for marketing. For marketing, I wasn't trying to fucking put people on blast or attack old people. It was just something to get people a little bit. Maybe a little bit riled up so they go, I need to sort out my marketing. Not so that they could be like, this guy's a bastard. He's trying to destroy me in my town. But no, I ended up speaking to one of the businesses that got quite annoyed and got on the phone to him and kind of explained, look, I apologize. It came across this way. I didn't mean for it to come across this way. And I'll apologize on camera again. Sometimes things are meant to be taken satirically. And if you don't know me, you'll take it very literally. And that's social media. If you've got 30 people you don't know commenting saying you're bald and you're fucking this and you're that, you just need to look at it and go, you got nothing better to do with your life.
True. That's true. That's true.
You know how often I leave a bad comment on something? It must be once a year, maybe. Maybe.
I don't even think we leave any bad comments on any of our stuff.
Not really, no.
I mean,
sometimes.
I'm not saying like you ugly fucker. I mean like a bad comment like, oh, this is wrong or something like that. I mean,
well, we've been getting comments like that, but like for other reasons. Like,
well, you just have to, like I said, like I think the thing that bothered us was that people who were supposed to be our friends,
and they backstab us.
A lot of people you want to trust backstab you and say things about you, and that really hurts.
It does.
But if it's someone, if it's someone just randomly on social media,
but
I just reply to them saying thank you.
But
like that kind of.
It's the fact that it's people that we thought we knew who backstabbed us and just assumed that these are the type of person that we are just through the podcast, through the podcast alone. They think that's who we are in real life, but that's not who we are in total. Like, we're completely different people outside the podcast. And it's like it's that topic that you brought up. It's like that's what people assume. Like they have one opinion about it, and that's it. They're stuck to it. But that's not true at all. We're completely different than that.
Yeah, I mean, for me as well, something that is very toxic, and so I know we're getting really in this. We'll probably wrap it up with this, but something that's really toxic on social media is the likes of what happened with Kevin Hart. Is whenever someone goes and stalks your social media for social media's been around for 12 years now. They go back 12 years ago and start finding things that you wrote 12 years ago and then putting you on blast now. Oh, I'm not the same person I was.
Will Smith one?
No. There's something.
Is this the Will Smith?
That you reminded me of something. There's a wrestler. I don't know if you're into wrestling. There's a guy called. What's he called? Well, they call him the Freak. That was his nickname, wrestling nickname. WWE and all that. Anyway, he was doing well. He was being pushed by the company. He was a great wrestler, and then the manager of WWE, one of the managers, saw that he made a tweet from 10 years ago. Right? And he was fined like £9,000 for one tweet he made 10 years ago.
Look,
that's all you need to say.
I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago. Never mind 10 years ago. Like 10 years ago, I was 16. No, it wasn't. I was 18. So 12 years ago, whenever I first joined social, I was 16. No. Well, how old is social media? It must be longer than that.
2004, YouTube.
You're talking about YouTube?
No, we're talking more like Facebook
2006.
2005.
Something like that.
Yeah, because then YouTube came out first.
YouTube came out in 2005.
Bebo? How about Bebo?
Oh, well, no one.
That was
but like, Bebo was one of them ones where.
It's fucking mainstream, like Twitter and all that.
Well, back in the days, it was mainstream.
It was mainstream, it definitely was mainstream.
Well, I'd say it really kicked off by 2010. I'd say like really big.
It was before that.
I should say 2000. This is when I was.
Say late 2000s, just late 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay. So say 2008.
Yeah. Okay.
That gives us what, like 15 years?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So 15 years of social media. Now I was 13, 14.
Yeah.
it's me. If I put out something really stupid when I was 13, 14, would I now get that brought up to me?
Probably.
Because now I'm in front of the camera having a chat. They'd be like, whenever you were 13, you dared to say this about women. You dared to crack a joke about the women in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, come on. I was 14. It was a bit of banter, probably. I was probably watching In-Betweeners or something, you know.
We'll look back at this 10 years ago. 10 years in the future, Jordan, and be like, do you remember that time, George, you used to talk about girls and about Dementors and all that sort of shit?
Yeah. Well, look, it's just a bit of joke. You can't joke anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people need to start realizing that, everyone's human, and just because you're behind a computer screen, you shouldn't be able just to attack people left, right, and center, because you wouldn't do it in real life. If we all walked out the front here and said, even if we had a board on us with a very controversial statement, not that many people are going to say something to us. Because there's too much of a confrontation in real life, and there's always, especially with man to man, in my opinion, with man to man, there's always an underlying tone of, can I get physical? Always. No matter how gentlemanly you are, there's always an undertone of, if this was, say, for example, how we are now, and you said something that you think he might fucking explode at that, you're always going to think in the back of your head, we shouldn't say that. You know what I mean? Whereas in social media, totally different story. Fucking black belt and talking shit.
I used to have a blue belt in kickboxing.
I don't think there is belts in kickboxing, is there?
Yeah, there is.
They start off with the white belt, which is literally no belt. It's just you just being a beginner.
Right.
It's like an inside joke. But then you got yellow, orange. No, yellow, orange, green, blue,
and then
brown. Brown 2, black 1, black 2.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well.
Just change the colours.
Yeah, I mean, because kickboxing is hardly the biggest thing going on right now. Well, talking about boxing though.
All right, here we go. KSI. Here we go.
Right.
I think it was rigged. It was rigged.
You think it was rigged?
It was rigged. Did you not see the scorecards?
I didn't watch. I only saw the commentary.
Yeah, but did you see the scorecards?
No.
The scorecards were scribbled out at the last minute so that Tommy Fury could win.
No, Tommy Fury should be ashamed of himself. So should KSI, but he's not really a boxer.
He's not a boxer.
So Tommy Fury should be ashamed because that was the worst fight I've ever seen.
It was a hugging match.
It was absolutely disgraceful.
Me
and Thomas could put on a better fight than that.
They were just so they would throw one punch and then we would go like
a hug.
Clench.
Yeah, that's it for 6 rounds. 6 rounds of that.
Yeah, and then you had Logan and Dylan Dennis, which was also horrible.
Yeah.
Dylan Dennis tried to take him down at the end, and I'm going, dude.
That was probably the best entertainment of that night.
Was it?
Was just Dylan running up and trying to punch him,
Oh, it was cringe.
Yeah, I know.
Nah,
George wants to set up a charity boxing match.
I would.
Yeah.
I used to be a kickboxer, so I could.
Who's the biggest influencers in Northern Ireland? Because you are very much in that space more than I am.
John Devlin. He would love that.
John Devlin.
He would love that.
John, very good.
I was saying, right, this is a shout out, right? If this is going out, right, I want to see John Devlin, right, versus
KSI.
William Thompson.
No, but we didn't ask about boxing. Just who in general is the biggest.
Are you talking about that? Or are you talking about boxing?
Well, I was gonna bring it into that, but I was asking who is the biggest influencers in the NI.
No.
Now, only recently Stefan has become quite big.
Stefan's up there.
He's getting there. He's getting there. But he only started a year ago. Even on the podcast, he was saying he only just started, and now he's getting out there. He's John. Stefan John. I was going to say Jeb. He's a prick. I'm just going to say that out loud. He's a prick.
Those guys are
and
big
Getty,
as
he's
well.
a prick as well. But
whatever you think of them, they're big.
And I don't understand this whole. Have you ever seen these? Was it the NI social media wars and all that bullshit that's going on?
I've seen the Barada, but I don't know anything.
How come we haven't seen Stefan on that? Well, we have recently, but he was just up for the NI football team, so he wasn't categorized as himself as an influencer. He was part of the NI football team that won the award.
Most of them were women who won the award, and I've never even seen them before.
Not even that. I didn't see John on that. I didn't see John on that. He's probably bigger than Jed. The only person that I knew from that was Jed, and he's always nominated every single year. Why? Sexist and ageist. That's why. It's sexist and ageist. That's what it is.
There you go. There's your opinions.
Yeah, I can't say anything about that. I might get fucking called sexist
Yeah.
and ageist about something.
George, how come you weren't nominated? You're probably bigger than Jed.
No,
I know, but you're probably
we've only
big.
started. We've only started.
Well, with the amount of controversy that we have, you should be in there.
So you, I don't know. Let me unpack that, right? So what you're saying is the biggest ones we have is Stefan
and John Devlin.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Olivia Neal. She's pretty big.
Never heard. I'm really not the.
But she's known for her porn stuff, is she not?
Oh, for goodness
don't know
sake.
about that. I will. Don't say it in
but
case.
Your guy Costa kept on saying about her doing porn or whatever.
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know.
Here, these are starting fights for all these boys here.
Or is it OnlyFans? Is it OnlyFans?
Well, a lot of people do that.
Yeah, but that's porn.
Well, no, you're gonna have to cut.
You're feeding the heat here, Georgie. He's putting you in it.
He opens his mouth too much. Like,
So do you, but
not
to women.
Not anymore. No.
Right. Okay. So who is she? And what does she do? So she does OnlyFans.
TikTok. No, I don't know about that.
I think she does. No, because she does her own podcast. But I remember Costa was saying, "Oh yes, she does." Do you know Costa?
I don't know.
I've seen Costa. Yes.
Well, he keeps on talking about her videos a lot, and like I think it's the same girl, but yeah, he keeps on saying like, "Oh yeah,
you don't know?"
No,
but she does. I've only seen some of her videos, but she's got like 2 million followers or something.
Right. So she sounds pretty big.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
so is she the biggest?
No,
I would think so,
because John Devlin is not.
No, he doesn't have any
millions. He's not millions.
No, he's got millions of likes, but not millions of followers.
Oh, there's that girl that Jessica Hammond was trying to get us in for. Who was that? She's from here. She's got 50 million.
No,
50 million followers.
It was.
No, it's too much.
No, 5 million. 5 million.
2 to 5 million. Something like that.
Okay, so we're saying these two females are actually
they're
actually the top.
Yep. Here we go.
So not John
Devlin. Sexist. The whole country is sexist. That's what. If you have tits and a big ass, that's how you get in.
Right, you need to go out and get a big ass and big tits.
Yeah, if you have big tits and a big ass and you have a long curly hair, then you'll get famous. That's all you need, apparently.
Well, I'll doubt that because there's lots of good-looking women out there who are not famous.
True. I mean,
there's lots and lots and lots of them.
Yeah. But a lot of them is because you have big tits and big ass.
Oh, Thomas.
Well,
how come we're not famous?
I love that logic.
Calm down.
No, but that's
really good. I mean,
no, but I'm just saying, like, it's such a sexist world that we live in.
No,
because not even that. Like, we're talking. I'm gonna go into mental health now because I've seen girls on TikTok all the time complaining like, "Oh, I'm so depressed, I'm so sad because my boyfriend dumped me." You see guys on TikTok nearly every single day kill themselves because a girl breaks up with them. That's do you know what that's I'm trying to say? I think girls get away with it quite easier than guys do.
So girls have more options.
Yeah.
What can we do about that?
If, say for example, like most of our cases, we get dumped a lot. I mean, like, but it affects men's mental health because it puts down our self-esteem. But girls, they can just bounce back up and think, "Oh, guys, just go take me out for dinner and I'll be happy."
I mean, I feel like you're simplifying it quite a bit there, but
no, but you know what I'm trying. That's my point I'm trying to make. It's just
I'll say that
we branched off from Who's the Tough. No, listen. Those two.
Wait. I need to fucking reply to what he said now. I have to reply to what he said now because there's so much going on here. I want to keep it cohesive. So I think that some good-looking women have maybe an advantage. But that shouldn't give...
that shouldn't give them the right to tear down men. There's been lots of TikToks, even in America. Do you not see them? Where it was like, oh, even the biggest X. Have you seen those?
No.
Where girls in America, they would say, a guy would go up and say, "Oh, what's your biggest ick in the guy?" And they would list the most stupidest thing. Some girl said, "Oh, because he didn't give a tip for our food, she dumped him."
My favorite one was they said, "What's your biggest ick in a guy?"
Yeah.
And then she said, "Men who shower with bare feet."
Yeah.
So, two Veruca socks on when you go in the shower then?
Yeah.
Right, well, look, I still don't think it's a scapegoat for men to tear down women. Like,
I'm not saying that.
They do have a slight advantage, but that just means you need to work harder.
No, it doesn't.
Men have always been working. See society. See this building.
You realize a guy who is probably like 16 stone, big belly, can find someone.
But he shouldn't have a big belly and be 16 stone.
That's
the girl doesn't have isn't 16 stone.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's his choice. Like, okay, that's his choice to be that size, but that doesn't mean like women have the rights to turn that guy down.
No, of course not.
Yeah, but
we're talking about that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
We're talking about. You were talking about.
I'll just shut up.
You were talking about women having an advantage because they're big tits and big asses, and I'm like, right, okay, they can have an advantage, but it just means as a man, you maybe need to fucking smash that gym. You maybe need to go out there and read a bit. You maybe need to go fucking do a bit of charity so you look nice and authoritative.
George, do you go to the gym?
No, but I do exercise in the house.
Yeah, it's called wanking off.
So I do have to disagree that I think not all women just get a scapegoat because they've got big tits and big ass. Because as well, in an intelligent conversation, you would look through them. You would just look straight through them. But if you were telling me about business, for example, and your business was selling your booty, I'm like, are we in the same realm?
No, obviously not.
No, we're not. No, because sex is very easy to sell. Yeah. It has been for a long time. Whereas when you're trying to sell, I don't know, a coffee shop, let's say, it's a bit harder.
Yeah.
Because you boys me, Ryan, judging the coffee in about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit, Josh. Fucking stop marking them.
By the way, that was about maybe like a 5 out of 10.
Well, look, here's out the coffee machine. I can't do much. Right, let's get back into the influencers around Northern Ireland. So can I actually
Getty is shit.
I was just about to unpack that, so you got right to it. So what's the controversy there with these two?
I'm just going to say this, right? So I used to work with Getty on a video project.
Getty is the blonde one.
Yes. He runs his own social media agency, right? I was hired by Getty to make content for Hinge Distillery.
Okay.
Right? He asked me just to do raw videos and raw photos.
Okay.
Right? So I did that and I got loads of content for him to use. I was like, here you go. And I was waiting for my payments, right? Oh, could you edit all of that for us as well? I was like, well, the invoice was just for raw stuff. So I was like, but so you still have to owe me money for my raw files? He was like, okay, I'll do it. But once you send me all of the raw, what was it? So he asked me to edit them. So originally he said to me to send him off all the raw stuff once I was done. Once I'd done that, then he came back to me and said, actually, could you edit them all because our team's busy? I was like, well, then I'm going to have to charge you more for editing. Never pay me for even the raw stuff. Never pay me at all.
So you sent the raw stuff?
Nope.
So you never got the raw stuff?
No, because I said you owe me money. Even still, he still hasn't paid me.
Yeah, so that's definitely wrong in his end. He has to pay for.
How much it was only for raw stuff? £200. He couldn't even pay me £200.
Okay, so he done you dirty.
Yeah,
sounds like he did do you dirty. As someone who's in the industry, if you agree a fee for a certain service, that's the service you get, and that's the fee. Now, anything further than that, like you're saying, didn't pay for editing. Yep. Like for example, I paid you more than that just to come out with me on a shoot.
Yeah.
And that wasn't editing. No. And I wouldn't turn around and be like, here, Thomas, would you edit that? Yeah. And expect you to do free work.
I know, that's why he was going off. That I would do this for... No, because he said to me the 200...
How long ago was this?
Come up 2 years, I would say.
So hopefully he's matured a little bit since then, because... I mean, I don't like to see anyone not be paid. It's one of the scummiest things you can do is not paying someone. Yeah. Because people have bills, and for like an example with me, I've got a family. Exactly. Like I have bills to put a roof over our head.
Technically, that's free work I did for a big company as well. It was Hinge Distillery.
So this is two. Now you've told me there's him and there's
another agency.
And I've dropped their name there, but I'll not drop their name, and another agency.
Yes.
So that's combined now nearly £600 you're owed. You need to start going to the small claims.
I know, but I don't. I just don't want to get into the drama, and
But it's not drama.
It is drama.
No, it's not.
They'll bring up stuff, and then it'll be.
What stuff are they going to bring up? You've done your job.
I know, but I just don't like the whole drama. I just can't be bothered with it.
You have to be paid.
I know, but it's done now. It's over. It's in the past.
But that's because you don't want the confrontation.
No, I don't like the confrontation.
So fuck that though, because then people will walk over you for the rest of your life.
They're not walking over me now.
But they are, because they still owe you money.
Yeah, but that's the past. I'm saying, like, from future, from.
But you're not going to work with them again.
What?
But you're not going to work with them again.
No, I'm not going to work with them again.
So you still owe you money.
I can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered.
I would never. For me personally, that in business, if someone doesn't pay me and I've done a good job, done what we've agreed, and just go, no, I want you to do X, Y, and Z past that, or I'm not paying you, they would get a solicitor's letter in 2 days. because I'm not. You can't do that in business because then people set a precedent of, oh yeah, fuck him, it didn't even pay him. It's like, wait, what? Yeah. You know?
Yeah, I agree there.
So is that the only two, or you still got other ones unpaid there, have you?
No, just those two.
Thankfully,
just those two.
Right, okay, well, 2 unpaid in, 5 years or something like that?
Yeah.
That's not the worst.
I know. So, him, and then, now look, I don't have a thing against Jet. I don't know him personally. It's just the way he acts on social media. He thinks he's the hot shot of Northern Ireland.
Well, right, but I think you're being hypocritical here because you're having a go at him just the same way that I said previously about social media and tearing people down.
No, I feel guilty for that as well because I looked at them and I was like, oh, this is obnoxious. This is obnoxious. But then, you have to think about it and think, who's saying things about them and all this, and it's going to affect them as well. And,
But the thing is, why is he putting himself out there as this hot shot? Because I remember seeing one of the posts say, "Oh, this is not who I am," and yet the next night he's out drinking and taking his shirt off and getting all the girls to do selfies with him.
Well, that's his business. So,
you know what I'm trying to say?
I want to stay away from drama now. That's all.
He's been Dramination this pod, hasn't he? He loves it. He's got it out for everyone.
He's gonna get a bit talk after this. I tell you,
George, live night.
No, we're not going anywhere.
Right. Well, for me, I've met Jared twice, right, and it was way before he was doing TikTok stuff.
Because he's a good videographer.
So I just want to, and if he ever sees this, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So I was shooting a wedding down in Enniskillen at what's it called? The Loch something resort. Can't remember. Yeah. Anyway, Loch Earn. Yes, Loch Earn. Yes, I was at Loch Earn resort, and he turned up, and he was driving this really banged up Clio. It was like really old, and his girlfriend was in the driver's seat or in the passenger seat, and he jumped out and he was like, "Hey, dude, I'm just doing like a behind the scenes for the photographers." And I was like, well, this is really weird, but obviously like he's grinding to get the next job and build a portfolio and get more stuff out there. So I was like, right, cool. Talking away to him, like he had big dreams about wanting to like be in the video space and grow in the video space and all the rest of it. And then fast forward to like COVID, and I met him in Thompson's when COVID kind of lifted a little bit, but you still had to remember you had to still like stay in your seat at your table. So it was weird, like, but you had to stay at your seat. I ended up sitting with him and his girlfriend at the time, and he was telling me that not him, but she was doing lots of stuff on TikTok.
Yes, she was. Yeah, I remember.
And then I think they broke up, and then he must have got the fuck yous and went, well, fuck you. If you're big on TikTok, I'm get big on TikTok. So that's the only experience I have of him, apart from maybe seeing him once on my TikTok with, I think he was partying or something like that there. So I don't see the value in some of the content around like let's party and let's get fucked up and randomness, which has there's no education, there's no gain. I don't get that, but I can see what he's trying to do with himself.
I mean, good for them,
but he's not causing anyone any harm.
No, he's not causing anyone. I just think it's a bit annoying. It's annoying.
Well, is it maybe because it makes you feel as a man a little bit more inadequate because he's...
Not even that.
Well, I would say for me it does.
No, I would say I don't care about that. I care about the fact that, okay, so he takes his shirt off, he goes out drinking every night, and he gets thousands of views and thousands of followers. We make one comment, and yet we're the scums of the earth.
So I think you're actually just feeding in exactly what I said there. So I do think that plays in your mind a little bit, the inadequacy, because you're just saying that he takes his shirt off and parties with girls, and he's getting more eyes and more attention, and you're actually putting more work into your craft, and you're not getting the same returns.
But that's not work. It's just going out drinking every night. That's not work.
Yeah, I'm not debating you on what he does. What I'm debating you is that his kind of content can make other men feel inadequate.
Right.
Because, am I out here with 20, 30 girls and getting social media awards for just drinking at wherever they drink? Where do they drink? Ollie's or something, is it? Yeah, I thought it was Ollie's.
I have no idea about any of that anymore. I used to go out and party a lot.
Why don't you now?
Well, because it's not, there's nothing long-term in it.
But why did you do it?
Well, I did it because I wanted,
pick up girls,
to meet girls, to do all that. And it's like,
is that where you got the mentor from?
Thomas, I'm trying to say so. When you get into it, it's like when you look into it deeply, you're like, this is not going to lead anywhere. This is just,
it's going to be like a one night thing sort of thing,
well,
and then
it
wouldn't go anywhere. Sort
it's
of
like everyone's drunk and everyone's partying. It's just like, what's the point? There really is no point.
Was it not that one experience you had, and then it was like she couldn't remember who you were the next day or something like that?
I talked to someone that couldn't remember who I was the next day. It's like,
right.
It's
So,
not worth it.
what age are you, George?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know your age.
Well, it's either 25.
I'm not trying to slag if your age. I just want to get in.
It's either 25 or 26.
Right.
It's one of those.
It's 26. He's
26.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm 28, and now I don't go to any clubs.
Yeah.
Because you can't have a conversation.
But I can go to the bar and sit and talk to my friends.
Yeah, you can go to the bar. You can meet a woman at the bar because you can have a chat at the bar.
He doesn't want to do that anymore.
You're not into it. You're just you're going cold turkey on women now.
It's because he used to drink. He used to drink specifically to pick up girls, but now he doesn't like drinking at all because obviously his mechanism of picking up girls was drinking. So he sees drinks and he's like, okay, now I have to talk to a girl. He can't even have a drink now.
Well, I'm seeing someone anyway at the minute, but the thing is...
right.
We'll see how long this lasts.
Well, the thing is...
It's about to end.
This guy, I hate him.
That's one of your best friends.
Yeah, but he spreads things. I don't like it. But anyway,
George, you're a nice guy, but
Thomas, we're gonna have a chat after this. I'm telling you, we are. Seriously, we're gonna have a chat after this. But
you know, I don't mean it, you swine.
Right, so you got a girlfriend now.
Yeah.
So now you're not a big drinker.
Well, no, it wasn't even before that. Like I was like 24, 20. Yeah, 24. Yeah, but you just think, what's the point of all this? It's just you throw up.
Yeah, but can't you not the nice thing about sitting down with your friends, having a nice cool pint and enjoying each other's company?
No, not really. No, I don't like drinking.
So you'd rather sit in your bed and play DS the whole night?
Yeah, I'd rather sit at home.
DS?
His Nintendo DS.
I'd rather sit at home, right, with my socks on, under the covers, playing Pokemon. That's my thing now.
I played all the Pokemon apart from the recent ones myself. Like
it's shit. The recent ones are so shit.
Yeah,
they're okay. They're okay. You have to give them a chance.
It's a shit game.
Did you ever have the GameCube?
Yeah, I've got all of it.
What was the one on the GameCube?
Coliseum.
What was the other one though that I didn't have? The other one? No, there was another one on GameCube. It wasn't that.
Gale of Darkness. Yeah.
No, there was what? There was another one.
There should be. There was. I think there is.
Spin-off game.
Yeah, it's probably so we spin.
There was two Pokemon came out on it. The one that you're talking about that I had, and you had like the motorbike and stuff. You remember that? Yeah, I had like the motorbike and stuff.
I have it.
Oh, you still play it?
Oh yeah. I mean,
right. Consoles.
The one with the motorbike, that was Coliseum, and then the sequel was XD Gale of Darkness, and that's the one.
Right. Okay, maybe that's it.
But that one is worth over £200 now.
That's how I know what it is. Yeah. Yes. Okay, I didn't play that one.
It's in CX and it's
£230, £260.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Right, so you want the quiet life. He sounds like he wants the quiet life.
Yeah, no drama.
Even though in the past 2 years you were out drinking every night, picking up girls.
That's the thing. It's things change.
Yeah.
Things change.
So you're cold turkey off alcohol, or completely cold turkey?
I hate alcohol. Yeah.
So you're gonna stay sober?
Yeah, of course.
Until he gets broken up with.
This is what I see as alcohol, coffee.
Bit of coffee now.
It is very addictive.
Fair enough. Thomas, I feel like you've lost a man or something. You're like, here you're going.
I know.
I need to get back on it.
No, it's not even that. I just don't like how you don't see the nice camaraderie you have.
Yeah,
you don't have to get drunk to have a good time. You can have literally a glass of beer.
No,
a pint of beer.
Is this not social? Having a coffee? That's why I see it as a.
So you don't go out each night.
For what?
Like, say for example, us lads just want to have a beer. We don't want to go to the cinema like you, like your wee old bag wanting to go to the cinema.
Old bag.
Yeah. And
I like the cinema.
And all of us want to go have a wee quiet pint in Bullhouse, having a nice pint, chatting amongst each other.
Well, I might join
because you can't talk to each other in the cinema.
Yeah, I might join, but it would only be for I would have a Coke or something, But also it's too late staying. I don't like being out too late.
How old are you? How old are you?
You can relate to this guy.
How old are you?
I mean, I have a daughter, so I'm like...
You have an excuse. He doesn't.
I do.
He has no responsibilities.
I do. I'm a carer for my dad as well.
Yes, but whenever your mom's in the house, she can look after him.
Yes, but I don't like staying out late now because I remember when you went out on nights out, you have to walk. I used to walk.
Lazy bastard.
I used to walk an hour.
Oh wow!
No, I used to walk an hour from Limelight all the way to my house by Hackamore. This was
try walking 5 hours to Bangor.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's like, why would you want to walk when you're like, when you've had it?
You didn't walk 5 hours to Bangor.
Yeah.
I
actually walked to
that's
Greensport.
That's not a night out. That's just his normal.
No, yeah, evening walks.
Oh, right.
Have you not seen on my socials? Every night I would go out on a walk.
So you're going on a 10-hour walk?
No, not anymore.
No, I still do.
Not the Bangor.
A 10-hour walk, 5 hours there, 5 hours back.
It's either there. It's usually here to Bangor, or it's usually here to Crawfordburn.
So you're walking for 10 hours?
No, well, Crawfordburn.
Oh, so is it 2.5 each way?
Yeah, kind of.
Right. Yeah. Here's me thinking. That's some going, man. It's
I have walked to Bangor before, yeah. And Greensport.
Did you go with him?
Nope, because he's a lazy asshole.
No.
George, when's the last time you went to the gym?
I do the gym in my house.
It's called wanking off.
No.
He exercises his hands.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't like that anymore. I like having a coffee, and I'll meet anyone who wants to meet me. I'll meet them for a coffee.
Yeah, you don't need alcohol. I mean, for me, it's like once a month, maybe twice a month, maybe, and it's because similar to what you were saying there. When I meet with friends, it is kind of like around a beer.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's almost
one
like a
beer doesn't hurt.
It's
anyone.
a cultural thing in Ireland / Northern Ireland. It's very cultural.
Guinness, and you chat amongst yourself. You talk about sports. You talk about your day. You know, have a good laugh.
No, I just buy a coffee and do that. Even if
you can do that.
You can fair enough.
You just need someone to go have a coffee with.
Yeah.
But a lot of people nowadays work actually full-time jobs. You swine, and don't join you in the morning.
So I go on coffee mode. That's easy enough. Right. Easy enough.
Right. Well,
moving on.
What do you think about the recent? And you probably have a massive opinion about this as well, do you? The recent atrocities that happened over in Palestine, Israel.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, Gaza and all. Yeah, ferocious. Like terrible. Gaza. Have you not heard about the stories?
No, but that's not a word.
What?
I think you mean horrendous.
It
is what it is.
I love that.
Ferocious.
Ferocious.
Yeah, but that's the same term.
No, it's
ferocious.
Not. It's horrendous.
It's ferocious.
Atrocious, horrendous, not ferocious. And
he made his own word.
I love that actually. It's like I'll use that. And I'll say no. If you're ever talking about World War II Hiroshima, you say that was a ferocious event. That's what I would say.
Well, just remember, I'm dyslexic. So shut up.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Okay, so what did you got any opinions on the current world events?
All I want to say on that.
World War III is coming, guys.
Well, that's another thing. But I wanted to say one thing on this, right? And we're going into recent events as well with Ukraine. I found in Ukraine.
Yes, that's right.
I don't look at it as in this person is the enemy, this person's the good guy, because that's what they always tell you. They say America was the good guys in the Cold War and World War II, and yet they did a mass murder in Vietnam and all this.
Raped them and all. And killed them all and
every side is evil in their own way. You know, so I don't look at that. I don't say Israel's right, Palestine's right. I say who's getting hurt, and it's the civilians.
Yeah,
I just care about the civilians. I want them to be safe.
Yeah, because you're
I don't agree. Yeah. Well, no, that's Ukraine, but yes.
Yeah, but the same thing. You know?
So
civilian.
Yeah. I don't want anyone to die. I don't want anyone to kill each other. I just want the civilian, innocent people to be safe, and just these people killing each other, shooting each other. I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, peace in the Middle East has never been a thing.
No, it has not.
So
it used to be. They were trying to make a whole thing, but
as long as there's been written text, there's been war in the Middle East.
Yep.
They've always fought amongst each other in the Middle East. As long as we have known the Middle East.
There was always the Muslim and the Jewish people, even like back during Jesus' time as well. Like, it's been going on for centuries.
Yeah, so it's a very complicated thing that probably us in the West don't know too much about. But like, I agree with you that seeing death in any side of innocent people who are just like us right now, like we're just having a conversation right now, and we could just get bombed. Yeah, it's like we've nothing to do with it. We've no opinion on it. We just want to go about our day to day, go make some money, get some bread, have a pizza, whatever.
Have a coffee.
Have a coffee.
Have a beer.
Have a beer for you. Have a coffee. Have a beer. So for me, I can see your point, but the other side is that there's almost like a casualty of war, isn't there? And it's one of them things where, for example, this Hamas or whatever is saying that basically they'll kill all Jews.
Oh yeah.
They'll kill all Jews.
Yeah. Now the people who like them who you just kill to kill, that's obviously they need to be imprisoned or whatever it is.
I don't know how you're going to do it, but you can't have people who shoot babies dead in
No,
cars.
you can't.
It's decapitating. They decapitate the babies.
Obviously, there is whoever's instigate these things like Putin and Hamas and all that.
Yeah.
Obviously, they need to be sorted out with, but
it's like
I try not to think about it. I just try to think who's actually getting hurt, and I say.
But it sucks that you can't do anything about it, sort of thing.
Well, that's
Well, I suppose you could. You could probably join some sort of mercenary group or something, maybe.
18. The 18. George, remember that time whenever we used to think that we were part of the 18?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
What?
We were actually like
I used to mentally role play.
Yeah.
I still role play in my mind. Like say like.
Do you remember back?
Hey, what's going on here?
High school, we used to think like, one day we were going to get the 18 van. We're actually going to be like
I remember that now. I forgot about that. Yeah, and then
we actually looked up like renting like the 18 van and all that.
So our friend Dylan, he was he face? Or was
he was face.
Yeah.
You were.
I was BA because I wanted to like BA.
No, I was BA.
Were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
he was
you're Hannibal.
Yeah, and who was
Murdoch?
Who was Murdoch?
Oh, it wasn't Hannibal.
I don't know. Anyway, even now.
No, Hannibal was Mr. T.
Yeah.
So, the obvious reason.
But even it's good having an imagination.
Yeah.
Like, even if like I was in the toilet the other day and no, and there was like this was at work, so there was like a skyline sort of thing. Like there was like a little roof, and I thought, if there was a zombie apocalypse and I was trapped in this toilet, could I jump up there and get up to the top of a building? It's good to have an imagination.
Yeah, sure. I remember that dream you told me about.
But so weird, so many weird dreams.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's nothing to do with Palestine.
No, it's not. Well, I mean, Dragon War.
I'm recently watching Loki, and used to remind me of like the timeline. The timeline, if you watch Loki, and the timelines branch out. Use the timeline, and everything. Ask you a question, branches out, and they all source of different realities.
That's true. That's true.
For goodness sake, lads!
I feel like I'm in an alternate reality every day.
Oh
much.
Me too.
So tell me about this Pokemon card thing you were talking about. So you're selling Pokemon cards?
Yeah, sometimes I'm running out of stock.
And where do you get your initial Pokemon cards?
Well, I went to Chicago a few years ago and I got some cards from a private vendor. And you see, if you want to buy cards here, any trading card, you can't really. You can only buy new packs. Yeah. If you want to go out and say like, oh, I want to get this old rare card, no one does that here. Now this is a good opportunity for anyone who wants to do that because no one here in Northern Ireland, as far as I know, sells like loose old sets. I'm not talking.
You don't know that?
I've looked. I haven't seen any of it.
Right.
So
remember, it's a big country.
No, I've been everywhere. Now, new cards. Yes, you can find new cards in Asda, whatever. But old, rare cards, private vendors, never seen it. So
you mean like replaying Forbidden Planet and all? Are you talking about those, or are you talking about like actual private sellers?
Well, just any shop, any no, they don't do that either. Anyway, Pokemon cards. Buy them on eBay. You wait 2 years, and if it's a rare card, if it's a nice graded card, then you sell it.
It's like the Charizard one.
Yeah. I sold Charizard for quite a bit, but.
So do you think it's an emerging market in kind of Northern Ireland?
Well, no.
You don't think it's gonna?
I want it to be, but no, it's just worldwide, really. I mean, Logan Paul helped.
Oh, he did whenever he came out with the creative one.
Yeah. There was a Charizard that I bought for like £100, and as soon as Logan Paul put up his videos of him opening cards, I got away with it. Like I sold it for 1,500. It was in terrible condition, just because of Logan Paul. So
show me the money.
No, but I haven't made like loads and loads. Just
Josh, how much money you have?
Oh, just here and there, I've sold a few cards, which is brilliant. I love that's just unbelievable. Like, selling a piece of paper, it's just fun,
Yeah.
But there is people who get millions from it, like hundreds of thousands and all that.
And what's stopping you doing that?
It's like you have to buy to then sell. Mm-hmm. So if I wanted to buy, if I saw a card on eBay and I was like, that's £100,000, I know in 2 years that'll make 300,000 for it. I can't buy that card because I don't have that money.
George,
well, you can always get an investor.
Well, yes, but I don't have that money to get into that card.
But the investor does.
George, you do have that money.
No, I don't have that money.
Yes, you do.
I can only buy a card for like a couple hundred.
But that's called asset protect. So that's called asset. I can't remember the technical term, but something. basically you're buying an asset, which you're saying is going to appreciate, which is the same as like buying in stocks.
Yeah.
So you could literally pitch someone and be like, I'm going to go buy these assets that I know will appreciate. I will give you 60% of all net profits, and I'll take 40% as my fee. Is anybody interested?
Yeah, like combining
money together.
Other people.
No, you would use their money.
Oh, okay. Right,
you basically broker their money and then get them a 60% return.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of money though. Some of these cars.
Well, here. Well, you worried of losing someone's money?
He's worried about losing his own. He's a stingy
but his money's not going to be involved.
I know, but he's a stingy bastard either way. He doesn't even want to spend £5 on a coffee. Most days, he usually gets me to do it, and I'm broke.
No, I bought him a coffee yesterday, and he forgot about it. No, but it's fun. It's fun. This kind of thing is fun. You know, like buying a piece of paper and selling. I love it. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
I want to talk about your business actually. No, it's interesting. It's interesting because like obviously you start off like as a freelancer.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you run this like agency, and you even have like a colleague now and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, tell us more about that.
I mean, for me, I'll say I was pretty much in the exact same shoes as you about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
4 years ago. And there was a shift in my mentality whenever I took on a Mexican. I started the Mexican Locos.
That was a great shot, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
It used to be my go-to. Every time it was on Just Eat.
Well, yeah, so when I had Locos, I started to think more in terms of the business owner and in terms of the problems they have, because I was having them problems. So I kind of like let video kind of slip behind and all that other stuff. I was very focused on Locos because COVID had just happened, and during COVID there was nothing.
No, but deliveries were open. And
yeah. That's what caused Locos. But in terms of like the creative fields, there was nothing going on. No. You weren't allowed crowds. No. So there wasn't real. And if you wanted to do a production or anything, you were like, you had to get signed off and all this sort of mad crap. So I was like, what am I going to do here? Because I got my bounce back loan, it's $5,000 or something. And I was like, right, I need something that brings me in money here. I can't be dependent on the government. I hate the feeling of dependent on the government. Yeah. So I started Locos. Locos done very, very, very well. But because I never had any ongoing projects from COVID, destroyed everything. I was like, right, well, I'm going to leave. It was called Nook Productions at the time. Yes, I leave Nook Productions back there because I can't see where I'm going forward with that at the minute. And then as there was like this energy crisis, things in the food industry went from, say, you were paying on your monthly cost for food and stuff was say $6,000. It went up to like 12, and then your energy went up from say £1,000 a month to like £4,500 a month. Where you pull an extra 10 grand a month out? Yeah, like that 10 grand a month was our profit. Yeah. So now I'm working at a not a loss to be fair, but breaking even. So you don't run a business to break even, and I certainly don't run a business to break even, busting my balls 7 days a week. So I was like, I need something else going on here. So I started E13 Media. And I was like, right, okay. Now I have the knowledge of what the business owner wants. And the business owner around video, for me, was just another cog in the wheel. Yep. There's multiple things they're worried about, but there's only a few things that they really, really, really give a fuck about. Yeah. And that is lead generation, which more leads means more money. Yep. Booked or closed deals, which again, around lead generation. Online presence, so that's your website, your graphic design, your social medias, and obviously then content. So now I was like, right, how do I implement them all into one thing? And E13 Media became an agency, and I was like, right, so I fucking immersed myself in every piece of data that I could find around these things, around website design, SEO. Obviously video production, but I had a lot of knowledge on that. Photography, paid ads, Bing ads, like there's loads of different things, funnels, there was loads of different shit. I was like, right, okay. And I started giving the services free, and I was like, right, I'm going to test just my guinea pig. Once I made people a lot of money, I was like, that works for that industry. Okay, cool, take that off. I can use that for another industry. And then from there, I started thinking more as a businessman in this world. And we're growing. And all I can say is having that kind of burn the boats mentality will make you go to that next level. See if you know, for example, our monthly costs around $5,000. That's just covers everything. So I know that if I don't make that $5,000, I'm fucked. And see, when you know you're fucked, you'll work 14-hour days, 7 days a week with no humility. Your humility goes like you will do anything to make sure that you get that $5,000. And for me, that's what's made us go to the next level. So
it's just that sort of consistency and like that determination sort of thing.
And also like knowing how to deal with people. Man, see, like
you need to have people skills.
You do need to have people skills, but like you also don't let people fuck you over. Because if we come in the meeting together and I smell that you're easily talked over and easily manipulated in my way of thinking, I'm gonna try and get the best deal for me. But in a business situation, you need to push back sometimes and be like, fuck off. I'm not working for less than that. And then the other person goes, right, well, why do I want you and you want me? Because I'm gonna get you this thing that you need to fix this problem. That's the guts of it. But if you don't know how to position yourself, people will just not use you. So I feel like maybe down the line you'll maybe do another wee business. Maybe it's a coffee shop. You're so if you end up doing a coffee shop, because there's decent margins in coffee, you'll maybe come back to is it TMM Productions? You'll come back to TMM Productions with a whole new like aura around how to bring in clients and service them clients. So that's
nice.
That's what I've been rolling with. But I mean, the challenges for me at the moment is Ireland/Northern Ireland, especially Northern Ireland. They don't value digital services as much as other places in the world.
Recently, I think they have. I've been seeing a lot of business use social media, like a lot. Like obviously yourself being pushing like social media ads and all that stuff, like even Getty's business as well. They've been working with your City Picnic, and also Central Apartments. I've been seeing like loads of businesses using, like even like Jockster, a favorite coffee shop, posting like non-stop. I think only recently they've been using social media a lot. I think it's like obviously after COVID, they're like, right, we really need to push ourselves after COVID. And in Northern Ireland, I've been noticing that like content has been growing here. Maybe before COVID it was dead. Like no one utilized social media, but only recently it has.
Right. For I don't think you understood what I meant. I meant like for us. So around for example, let's say we were in New York City.
Yes.
Someone came, right. We need content every month. We need content for social, graphics, video, photo, right? We need 20 pieces of content a month, original. Okay, cool. If you were in the United States, New York City, you're probably going to say, okay, it's probably going to cost you £12,000 a month, or $12,000 a month. And they go, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, sound okay, cool. That's in our budget. You do that over here to even some of the biggest names we have here, like, they will shit their pants. They will shit their pants.
Like even for a couple of thousands, like I've seen people and they're like, oh, they're too scared about doing that. Even with a big business, I for example, I sent a quote off to, it was quite a big business as well, and it was only $2,000 for a video, right? Oh no, we can't do that.
Look, I think if you can convince them on the value, you can get some of these clients over the edge. But for me, around like the creative field in Northern Ireland, especially Northern Ireland, the budgets, people just don't correlate it to growth. But there's always back end brand growth.
Videos is an emerging market, and like it actually does help business a lot. Like video, like you can get more traction from videos than anything else.
Absolutely,
in my opinion, anyway, because like,
no, the data proves that as well.
Yeah, because like you can get like millions of views in like maybe less than a day, and those millions of views can be potentially new customers.
Yes, absolutely,
or new clients or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Also, us talking about people tearing us down. There's a marketing term called negative marketing. So whenever you talk about your Logan Pauls, your Jake Pauls, which you get a lot of controversy around them all the time, that's actually called negative marketing. For people like us, where we have smaller businesses, it's like, oh, can we do negative marketing? Because then you have 10 bad reviews and it's going, oh my goodness, I'm fucked.
It's like you with your shopping center.
Yeah, well, yeah. I might actually ask one of them to come on so that they can understand that I am very much a small business supporter and things were satirical, and I actually hope they do very, very, very well and continue to kill it. I was just having a bit of a joke, maybe at their expense, and I apologize for that, but we can only grow and be better people.
That's it.
Yep.
Lads, I think that there's us for today. Or have we got anything else you want to talk about before we go off?
So the virtual party, if people don't know, we've been...
You got to plug it.
Yeah, we've been...
The virtual party podcast?
Yeah, so we had we recently filmed a podcast with local comedian William Thompson.
Yeah. So that's we've had a little break since then, but that should be
the episode's not out yet. It's still in work in progress, but we will upload it in the near future. But obviously, the main concentration is our video business, and but yeah, I'm looking forward for that episode to come out. It'll be good fun. So
awesome, gentlemen.
Right.
Thanks very much.
You were quick there.
All right.